Alrighty folks, Ricky here playing Warcraft 3 Reforged. Let's go, the Druids arise. Let's start. 2 days later in Winter Spring Valley.
It has been 1,000 years since I last looked upon you, Tyrande. I thought of you every moment I roamed through the Emerald Dream.
My heart rejoices to see you again, my love. But I would not have awakened you unless the need was urgent.
In the dream, I felt our land being corrupted, just as if it were my own body. You were right to awaken me.
The Burning Legion has returned. Cenarius is dead, and Outlanders roam freely through our most sacred vales.
As was foretold. No doubt Archimond will make his way to Hyjal Summit and attack the World Tree. If he succeeds in draining the tree's energies, this world will be doomed.
My only thought was to awaken you and the rest of the Druids. The Druids of the Talon reside within the Barrow Dens at the end of this valley. If we can reach them, we may have a chance to stop Archimond and his demons.
That did it, boys! We've driven them off! Let's regroup back at the base and tend to our wounded.
So, the Outlanders battle against the undead as well. They could prove to be powerful allies against Archimond and his ilk.
They are mongrels and nothing more. They are responsible for Cenarius' death. I will be damned before I stand with them.
Perhaps you are right, my love. We will establish our new settlement here. Keep your sentries alert. I doubt that we have seen the last of the Outlanders or the undead.
I think I'll save once they moved. Reach the Barrow Dens. Okay. Okay, agents can attack and walk while they're uprooted.
As the goddess wills.
I need one here.
By Elune. Treant may not root them. Anudora!
Wait. Let's wait. I don't wanna see. I like the music though.
Immediately.
Nothing.
So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Oops.
as the goddess wills.
We can
So be
move
it.
here.
By Elune.
Your building is complete.
I stand ready.
So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Wait.
By Elune.
This isn't a good idea to attack yet.
By Elune. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. Someone threatens the wild.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Our gold mine is
As the
running
goddess
low.
wills. Our resources are depleting fast. We must find another gold mine and muster our forces. Only then will we be able to reach the barrow dens. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of a living mark.
All too easy.
Ashra-Thoraman. I heed the voice
Has
of a
sleep
living.
dulled my senses? It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashra-Thoraman.
Might need him further on the door.
Threatens these lands.
The way.
The goddess calls.
Something is
Someone threatens
amiss.
the wilds. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
One more huntress. One
The
huntress.
goddess calls. By Elune.
Your building is complete.
Ashra-Thoraman. Ashra-Thoraman. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. Wait! I know those furbolgs. They escaped from Ashenvale when the corruption started to spread.
Perhaps they did not escape the corruption after all.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on her enough.
Come on!
I heed the
The
voice.
land and I are one. Anudora,
The goddess calls.
Are we being invaded? Goddess, light
I
my
heed the
path.
voice of Elune.
threatens these lands. For Kalimdor,
Waiting on her. On your mark.
Ashra-Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the
Our
voice of
warriors
Elune.
have engaged the enemy.
Ashra-Thoraman.
I've never seen the creature so aggressive before.
Then I will put an end to their curse. Undo Falador! Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds.
I'll get one
The goddess
thrower.
calls.
We're
As the
gonna need
goddess
one.
wills. Ashra-Thoraman. The goddess calls. By Elune. Immediately.
Our
Someone
gold mine
threatens
has
the wilds.
collapsed.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Come on!
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wild. Induli Refa. Ashra-Thoraman. The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
In the name of the
Revenge.
The land and I are one.
For Kalimdor. So be it.
the land
Someone
lies
prays
the
the
one.
full.
Anudora.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. By Elun.
I think the second one here.
So be it. Your
Treant
building
may not
is complete.
Treant may not root there.
Dang it, tot.
So be it. By Elun.
Your building is complete.
As the goddess wills.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elun. In the name of Cenarius! Immediately.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
As the goddess wills.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Oh, dang it!
Goddess, light my path. Our warriors have engaged the
In the
enemy.
name of Cenarius!
Ah,
Your building is complete.
Okalamdor! Anudora!
In position. Speak your mind. Research finished.
So be it.
Stand
The
in
goddess
guard.
calls.
Threatens these lands.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Make it fast.
Immediately.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
So be it. Induli Ratha.
Ah, the great outdoors.
As the goddess wills.
What is nature's call?
Our gold mine is running low.
Immediately.
wait, I need to be
As the
more
goddess
conservative.
wills.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elun. So be it. I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills.
I am sworn to avenge.
Ashrathoraman. By Elun. The goddess calls. Immediately.
Need some scouts.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elun.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Make it research finished.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the
As
enemy.
the goddess wills.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wild. Your building is complete.
For Kalimdor.
The goddess calls. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Our gold mine has
Someone threatens
collapsed.
the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Our sacred
Our
grove is being
warriors have
desecrated.
engaged
The enemy.
For Kalimdor. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. I heed
Our
the voice
warriors
of
have
Elune.
engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. The goddess calls. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
Why do you guys do this? Why do you guys do this?
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Standing guard.
The goddess calls.
Are we being invaded?
Speak your mind.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
The land and I are one.
I am sworn
Someone
to
threatens
avenge.
the wilds. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our
Someone
warriors have
threatens the
engaged the enemy.
Threatens these lands.
Ashrathoraman.
In
The
position.
goddess calls.
Something
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
In the name of Cenarius.
these lands.
For Kalimdor.
I am sworn to avenge.
Has
Ashrathoraman.
sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls. The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the
Someone
enemy.
threatens the wild.
Speak your mind.
I heed the voice of
The
Elune.
land and I are one. You've changed, Tyrande. There is little mercy left in you.
Long ago, I swore to protect this land. I never had the luxury of sleeping through times of great peril.
If your endless vigil has hardened you, my love, it must be part of your goddess's plan.
As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Alright, go!
Anudora! In the
Come
name
on.
of Cenarius!
You
Someone
can't
threatens
be
the
slower than them.
Ashtarodanado.
In position.
Something is amiss.
Make it fast. My wait is over.
Threatens these
Standing
lands.
I
guard.
heed the voice of Elune.
It shall be done.
What is Nate's research finished?
Ashatoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
Away too easy.
The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Has sleep
On your
dulled
mark.
my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
I'm saved.
For Kalimdor,
You are right. Say no more. On your mark. Fair enough.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. As the goddess wills.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
There is danger ahead, priestess. You must proceed with caution.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
the land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Threatens these lands. Anudora. Has sleep dulled
I
my
heed the voice of
senses?
Elune.
Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. For Kalimdor, Anudora. The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these lands. Threatens these lands.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
It shall be done.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
On your mark. All too easy.
The land and I
The
are
goddess
one.
calls. Ashrathoraman.
Something
I
is
heed the
amiss.
voice of Elune.
Ah, the great
The goddess
outdoors.
calls. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the
Has
wilds.
sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Asher Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Goddess, light my path. Our
Let us make
warriors have
this call.
engaged the enemy.
As the goddess wills.
Howard, move!
Someone threatens the wild.
Hi!
I heed the voice of Elune. Asher Thoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the
Our
wild.
warriors have engaged the
So
enemy.
be it.
Ah, the great
I heed
outdoors.
the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Asher Thoraman. Immediately. Asher Thoraman. The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Asher Thoraman.
Triot may
I
not
heed
be
the voice of Elune.
Let's set him up first.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it.
Speak your mind.
The goddess calls.
Is there
Be
trouble?
careful, priestess. These woods are overrun by the dead.
Someone threatens the wild.
Health, probably save.
The goddess
Hey,
calls.
this... Here's Gate. An ancient elemental spirit has arisen in the nearby glade and placed the land under a dark pall. I must confront the wicked death revenant and banish it from the world. Only then the dark spirit of this one tranquil be laid to rest. Local Furborg warlord has gone mad and turned his otherwise peaceful brethren into brutal killers. You must hunt down the crazed warlord and end his rampage before more innocents are harmed. And only be awakened by the Cenarius horn. You must bring the horn to the dark dens and awaken the Druids from their
Someone
slumber.
threatens the wilds. By Elune.
The old version,
Our
I can
warriors
actually
have
use this
engaged the enemy.
to farm gold.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Means you're gonna have a lot of
Someone
dryads.
threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it.
In the name of the
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of
Anudora.
Elune. By Elune. Immediately. Asher Thoraman. The goddess calls.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our warriors
Are
have
we being
engaged the
invaded?
enemy.
As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Asher Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Asher Thoraman. Okalandor. Immediately. The goddess calls.
Is there
Gladly.
trouble?
I heed the
The
voice of
land
Elune.
and I are one.
Someone threatens the wild. Asher
Has
Thoraman.
sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have
The
engaged the
goddess
enemy.
calls.
Research
So be
finished.
it. Okalandor.
Are we being invaded?
Someone
Our
threatens the
sacred
wilds.
grove is being desecrated.
Immediately.
I am absolutely.
Done.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and
Someone
I
threatens
are
the
one.
wilds.
Waiting on
I
you.
heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Our warriors
Someone
have
threatens the
engaged the
wild.
enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Our gold mine is running
The
low.
goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. By Elune. Anudora!
What is nature's call?
We got stuck, man.
Goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
The land and
Someone
I
threatens
are
the
one.
wilds.
In the name of Cenarius.
Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it.
Go back.
Immediately.
Get the moon well.
Our warriors have
I heed
engaged
the
the
voice of
enemy.
Elune.
God,
By
dang it.
Elune.
Guys are
As the
so
goddess wills.
fast.
Ashrathoraman.
Research finished.
So be it.
Standing guard.
Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors
Ah,
have
the great
engaged the enemy.
outdoors.
As the goddess wills.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds.
No move.
The goddess
Is there
calls.
trouble?
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
Okalandor.
The goddess calls.
Make it fast. I shall not fear.
Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Make it fast.
So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Torfala Nordola. Press the attack!
In position. Our gold
The goddess
mine has
calls.
collapsed. Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged
By
the enemy.
Elune.
Your building is complete. We can't build that.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. So be it. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
On.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice
Research
of Elune.
finished.
By Elune. Someone threatens the
way.
wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
Your building is
the
complete.
great outdoors.
Our warriors have
Are we
Are we
engaged the
being
enemy.
invaded?
As the goddess wills.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Eluna. The goddess calls. Ashatoran. I heed the voice of Elun. So be it. By Elun. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Immediately.
Our warriors have
goddess
engaged
calls.
the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashatoraman. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild. Ashatoraman.
Let's go back. Can't recharge anyways.
Immediately.
What the heck
the way.
are you doing?
Done.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun.
Waiting on
Ashrathoraman.
you.
By Elun.
Goddess, light my
Someone
path.
threatens the wilds.
I am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of Elun. So be it. The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it. By Elun.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the
I
wild.
stand ready. No move. Say no more.
The goddess calls.
What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wild.
Something
I heed the
is
voice of
amiss.
Elun.
Speak your
Dang
mind.
it! Horrible coincidence.
The goddess calls. By Elun. I heed the voice
Come
of Elun.
on!
Sacred grove is being desecrated.
As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. Immediately.
Really, you're gonna chase me?
As the
Our
goddess
warriors
wills.
have engaged the
The
enemy.
F.
By Elun.
Come on!
Immediately.
On your mark.
Standing guard.
Come
Someone
on,
threatens the wild.
Slowpoke!
As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By
Can't even
Elun.
regenerate because of how slow these guys are.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elun. So be it.
Full regeneration should be
The
in
goddess
order.
calls. I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
It's
Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Speak your mind.
Are we being
I
invaded?
heed the voice of Elun.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the wilds? Someone threatens the wilds? Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. In the name of Cenarius!
Anudora.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wild. So be it.
Is there trouble?
As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Okalamdor. By Elune.
Research finished.
Ashrathoraman.
Make it fast.
I stand
The
ready.
goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Cry
Someone
havoc.
threatens the wild.
What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice
Your
of Elune.
move.
Immediately.
I think I should go.
In the name of Cenarius!
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? Anudora!
Our warriors have
I heed
engaged
the
the
voice of
enemy.
Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
I stand
I
ready.
heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone
I
threatens the
stand
wild?
ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. Someone threatens the wild?
Way too easy. One shot.
Ashrathoraman.
One kill.
The goddess calls.
Alright, sweet.
By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it.
Ah,
I
the
heed the
great
voice of
outdoors.
Immediately. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild? As the goddess wills.
Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds?
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Look away.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
This might be the better lineup.
Waiting on you. Say no more.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Your move.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okalamdor on your mark. Someone threatens the wilds. Indul River. By Elun. I heed the voice of Elun.
I stand ready.
In the name of Fenarius. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Are we being invaded?
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. Immediately.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls.
It shall be done.
Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. The goddess
The land
calls.
and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have
goddess
engaged
calls.
the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds? Anudora! As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one. Ashtarodanadon.
Hi!
Has sleep dulled my
I heed
senses?
the voice of Elun. The goddess calls.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wilds?
Your move.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds?
Pathetic
The
wretches.
goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Something is amiss. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. What threatens
Ashrathoraman.
these lands?
Someone threatens the wilds?
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. I heed the voice of Elun.
Threatens these lands.
By Elun. Immediately.
The land
Someone
and I
threatens the
are one.
wilds?
Has sleep
Ashrathoraman.
dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
Something is
Don't.
What is nature's call? For
the
the
wild.
trees.
Can't beat them! Especially their three ghosts.
By Elun.
Okay, go.
Okalamdor.
Just take them one at a time.
Ashrathoraman. The
Has
goddess
sleep
calls.
dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elun.
Torfala Nordora.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild? As the goddess wills.
What threatens these lands?
I
The
heed the
land
voice
and
of
I
Elun.
are one.
The
The
goddess
land and
calls.
I are one.
Ashrathoraman. Okalamdor. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. By Elun.
Ashtarodanadon.
The goddess calls.
Go.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is
Someone threatens the
amiss.
wilds? I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. Hopefully the land will heal itself of this cursed blight. We should get moving. The barrow dens lie within the valley just ahead of us.
Really?
Someone threatens the
Come
wild.
on!
Our sacred grove
heed
is
the
being
voice of the
desecrated.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. No! The outpost has been corrupted, and the Treants have been driven mad. They do not deserve this cruel fate.
Come no further, weakling. Lord Tichondrius commanded us to kill anyone attempting to enter this place, and we shall.
Pathetic wretches. It pains me that you once called yourselves night elves.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
For
Someone
Kalimdor,
threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. In the name of Cenarius!
On your mark. Done. Fire.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
Your
Someone
building
threatens
is
the wild.
complete.
Someone threatens the wild. Anudora. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Is there trouble?
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
has sleep dulled my
What the
senses?
heck? What the heck?
Threatens the wild. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. Out the way. The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is complete.
Immediately. The goddess calls.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Treant may not root there. Treant may not root there.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Ashrathoraman.
Goddess, light my path. I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls.
Treant may not root there.
Ah,
Someone
the great
threatens the
outdoors.
wilds.
In position.
Is there trouble?
By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Has sleep
I
dulled
heed
my
the voice of
senses?
Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. For Kalimdor. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. By Elune.
Treant may not
The
root.
goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the
Make
wild.
it fast.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
In the name of Cenarius.
So be it.
Goddess,
heed the
light
voice
my
of Elune.
path.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. By Elune. Immediately.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Anudora. Induretha.
Ashtarodam.
Goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
In the name of Cenarius.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. For Kalimdor. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Okay.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Anudora. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to avenge.
What threatens these
The goddess
lands?
calls.
Speak your mind.
The land and I are one. Something is amiss. Something is amiss. Come forth, Druids of the Talon. Let the storm crows fly once again upon the winds of war. Ishnu Allah, my brethren. Kalimdor has need of your powers once again, for the hour of doom is at hand.
We are yours to command, Shundo Stormrage.
Now we must delve into the earth and rouse the ferocious druids of the Claw from their slumber.
Thanks for watching Sleepy here. Sayonara.